Hello and welcome to another edition of our weekly unboxing. Let's get logged in and check it out. Okay, so we got the big weapon last week. So what more is there? Let's we'll take a look here, see what we get. I did a lot of messing around with Frost, and then I did like Night Fae, Unholy, and trying some different things. I was trying the Rambling Shambler build for Unholy. So what does this say? It's a legendary where you have a chance to summon a super zombie that shambles forward and explodes, dealing shadow damage and stuff. It seemed okay, but it made the playstyle just a bit awkward for me. Probably just something I'd have to get used to, but yeah, but it was enough to make me like not do as well in a dungeon. Kind of the same thing I had with Frost, and it's really anything because both of those specs are Night Fae, and I'm just not digging the DK Night Fae, so I much prefer just having slappy hands at this point. I'm just used to it. So I don't know how much more I'm going to dive into that, but I don't have to tell anybody this, but you know, sometimes I play tank, play DK, and I will tell you for the entire expansion, I didn't even know that Rune Tap was a spell. So I didn't even have it on my bars, and I've never used Rune Tap this whole X-Pack. I feel like it didn't used to be baseline, it used to be like a talent, and now it's just baseline. So I've definitely been tanking for, you know, however many years of Shadowlands, and yeah, never cast him once. Obviously didn't matter too much. Just like a few more death strikes, you're all good, right? But whoops. You know, tanking's an off spec for me, and I just never really looked into it that much. But anyway, I thought that was kind of funny, just proving to me that I am quite the potato. But let's switch over to Unholy spec here. Take a look at the gear. Okay, so what do we need? What do we need? So we could use a good pair of shoulders or a chest piece. That would be a pretty good upgrade. A 278 IQD would also be an upgrade. 278 pants, not as much of an upgrade, but definitely still an upgrade. But that's kind of what we're hoping for. I mean, that's really all I need. I have a 278 helm, gloves, neck. I guess a good belt would also be good, but a chest piece or shoulders would be kind of the biggest upgrade at this point. IQD. I think I want to use the Elegy of Eternals. I did get a field emitter from this season last week, so I could potentially work that in. I don't like it because you have to stand in one spot. Maybe it's not that big of a deal, but I don't know. It's like a random chance at 348 haste versus like a flat 115 haste all the time, which I think that is more. Does it actually have more strength? Well, it does right now because it's lower level, but to me, having the haste all the time is better than a random proc that you also have to stand in. So I don't know. But let's get into it, see what we get. I'm tempted to go Frost spec, although I honestly don't think I'm going to play Frost, so I don't think it matters too much, but we'll see what we get. Well, there's a belt there and a bunch of boots. Oh, Hey, you know what? This is the DK ring from Anduin. What's this belt? Crit verse, bad stats. Okay, 2 pair of boots. I don't need the boots. Crit haste, crit verse, because I use Lego boots. I think I'm going to take this ring. Yeah, we killed Anduin last week. I forgot to mention that. That's really, yeah, anyway. We cleared up to Anduin, and that was the last boss we ended up killing. But we extended from the week before, so we didn't do like a full clear or anything. But so yeah, equip. Your damaging spells have a chance to inflict despair upon your enemies, increasing the effect of your diseases against them by 233 for 12 seconds. You have a greater chance to inflict despair against enemies who are at higher health. And it's a haste mastery ring with a boatload of mastery. So currently I'm using a crit mastery and a crit haste. Yeah, so I could easily wear a crit mastery belt and do this haste mastery ring. Even though it's lower item level, I think the extra proc would be good. I'm definitely going to take this ring. That was the last thing I really wanted from Heroic, other than when we get to the Jailer. So, we will take it. I bet this, I don't know how much of an upgrade it is, or if it's even an upgrade, but we'll go with the Anduin ring. I don't see myself ever killing Mythic Anduin. He's already a pain in Heroic mode. So I don't know. I don't know if I would worry too much about that. Let's take a look here. What do we got? Where's my keys? Key 19, the other side. Tyrannical, bursting, volcanic, and encrypted. Not too bad. Bursting's pretty easy to deal with. It's more of a healer thing, and if you're smart about it, it's not really that big of a deal. Volcanoes, those are pretty easy to dodge, especially as a melee. Tyrannical DOS, though, is always a bit sketch. You know, a lot of the bosses in there just hurt a lot. I don't even know how I got a 19 key, if I'm being honest. I guess we did a 20 last week. Might even have been a DOS. Yeah. I may end up dropping this. I don't know if I really want to get into a 19 DOS, but especially not Tyrannical. Guess it's still about the vault at this point. Still got a couple of 278s I can get. I really would like to get. Eventually, I've got a tank scale, the blood spattered scale. I got one of those last week, or I think last week, yeah. And I started upgrading it. So the Valor is really tight right now. So I'm definitely gonna upgrade that first, versus upgrading this chest piece that I've been using for tier. Because that's the chest piece is gonna be like a lot more Valor. So I still do tank. Actually, blood DK is pretty strong right now, so when I do get to tank, it's nice to have all the tools available, especially since I got a extra cooldown that I totally didn't know about before, so that'll be nice. Yeah, but this Anduin ring here should be pretty good. Let's actually put it on. So if I just put it on, I think it makes my crit way too low. So, but I have a belt. This is a haste mastery belt. So if I change that to a crit mastery belt, that's not too bad. 21% crit, 22% haste, 66% mastery. And then I can do probably a mastery? No, I'm probably probably a haste enchant, actually. Maybe even a crit enchant. What do I got in the bank? I got mastery, verse. I guess I'll worry about it later. I think I want to put a haste on. I'll put mastery on it just so I have something. In case I forget.
You struck a hard bargain. Good show.
Yeah, I think I want to probably make that haste. So I might get exalted with the enlightened this week, so that'll be cool. Get the permanent rune, although I think it is pretty expensive. I've been you know, trying to scale back, actually. So the game is already getting kind of stale. You know it's bad when you can't even get into your own guild group for a key because you're the wrong spec. So that's how you know the game is not in a good place. I think there's a severe imbalance in just the different specs, because realistically, you should be able to play any class in a key, I think. Like, and even like spec, you should be able to play any spec in a key. They should all be viable. Now, some are going to naturally be better than others, but there shouldn't be such a drastic difference between like a monk, a Windwalker monk that can do like 25k overall, and then like, you know, other classes that can do 12 to 15 or 10 to 15 or whatever. Like there shouldn't be that much difference, but sadly there is. And a lot of it has to do with covenants, which I also think you should be able to play any covenant you want, but you kind of get handcuffed into whichever one has this weird unique spec thing. But it should be a little bit more fluid than that. Yeah, I will not be sad to see covenants go, although we're probably getting, I should really watch, I haven't watched the announcement video yet, but I hear we're getting bigger talent trees, which I think is kind of just baking the extra stuff they've been giving us, which last expansion was Azurite abilities, and then corruption, and then this year it's covenants and legendaries. So I think they're just baking a lot of those abilities into a talent tree, a more robust talent tree, and not making it borrowed power, just making it baseline, which I guess I can appreciate that more. I think it'll be more balanced that way. We'll see. I'm sure it'll get out of control like it always does, but I don't know. How you guys feeling about Shadowlands? I think I'm ready for new stuff. You know, I guess we're still trying to get ahead of the curve, so that'll be something to push for. But other than that, yeah, kind of a boring video. I did get something I was kind of looking for, a minor upgrade, so that's good. But yeah, what'd you guys get? Did you have good luck? Did you get everything you wanted for? Are all your hopes and dreams fulfilled now? Anyway, all right, I gotta get ready for baseball practice. My son's playing baseball this year, so I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Have a good day.